Pisobilities here in the Business Portal. I'm your host, Guita Gopalan of Colayco Foundation. So we are still joined by Sir Rey of First Metro Investments and Joseph of Philstocks. So right now, we were talking about this off-cam, no, na ano ba yung, kasi we talk about fundamentals, maganda pa yung fundamentals, ganyan. Ano nga ba tong mga what do these, you guys, you finance guys, refer to when you say the fundamentals? And which of these fundamentals are good? That despite all these, bad things that happen in the stock market, yung biglang bagsak niya, okay pa talaga, sa totoo lang.
In a sense, when we say fundamentals, we are referring to the growth of the economy. We are growing at a healthy 5, 6, 7%. But of course, for that growth to trickle down as a benefit to the low-income family, it has to be consistently 7% at least. And I think that is really the target of the President, no? For the Philippine economy to grow at least 7% until he leaves office. And hopefully the next President will endeavor to do that. So we are on track of growing at, last time, like 7.8, no? So we are on track on that growth objective. Number two,
so your question first. You're referring not to economy in terms of the stock market or the fixed income
entire
market.
economy.
Yan yung mga tipong the furniture makers,
Yes,
and the
lahat.
construction,
So,
and yung gumagawa ng kalye,
yes,
ganyan.
so
Okay.
GDP, ito na yung manufacturing sector, agricultural sector, lahat ng sectors of the economy combined, they should grow at least 7% para yung benefit no na bumaba hanggang sa lowest level ng population natin.
Para maging inclusive.
Yes, para maging inclusive. Number two, our reserves, dollar reserves is a lot. Our reserves now is more than our dollar borrowing.
Di ba kaya nga tayo nalagyan ng mga stamp ng mga
investment grade.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all these
investment grade. That's
investment
right.
grades.
So the inflows from FWs and BPOs have generated enough dollars for the central bank to have money to pay for almost 1 year of imports. So that means that we are stable, we are not subjected to external shocks. We are prepared, no, for external shocks. Kasi we have so much dollars.
External shocks, meaning kagaya nung dati kung may nangyari sa ibang bansa or sa US, we're not as affected as others. Parang
yes.
Ganon. Okay.
Inflation, yung rate of increase ng mga presyo ng bilihin is benign, no? Yan ang term ng BSP, benign. Ibig sabihin, it's not very high.
Okay.
So, para maging masakit sa bulsa.
I think the last posted was
2.6?
Yeah.
2.6.
So under, it's still, our average for the past 3 years is still around 3.4.
Yes. So at 3%, it's still okay. And then we have a healthy workforce. Majority ng mga workforce natin nasa 20 to 30, 40, no? Very young.
Para tayo yan.
Oh, yun. Ako sa 20, ako sa 40. So, very young. These are the most productive segment of the population. And these are the most productive. They earn a lot, and they also have the tendency to save a lot. So, these are all factors that can, itong growth na to ng youth na to, ito yung nagpapatakbo din ng consumption level natin at saka ng economy natin. So, parang, these are the economic fundamentals that underlie our economy. And when we look at all these factors, makikita natin na whatever happens around the world, we are on track to achieving that 7% annual growth rate. And katulad ng pinag-usapan natin kanina, yung nangyari biglang lately, no, yung naglabasan yung mga funds, it does not affect itong mga fundamentals na ito. It has remained the same. Kapag sinabi namin ni Joseph na the fundamentals remain strong, these are the fundamentals that we're talking about.
We were mentioning earlier na in the stock market, all these, we've attributed it already that the reason why the decline was so rapid is because so much money transferred. But in reality, I think maybe we can talk about that. It's not so much in the bigger sense. No?
Based on a tracking, no, nakikita naman to actually sa Bloomberg, I will not mention na lang the name, no? But But year to date, no, mula noong January hanggang end ng June, ang pumasok na foreign funds is about $1.4 trillion.
1.4 trillion dollars times 43 pesos.
Yes.
Huwag na natin
Okay,
kwentahin.
huwag natin complete yan. $1.4 trillion ang pumasok. This year lang Ang lumabas nung period from May 14 to end of June is mga $350 billion.
350.
So out of the 1.4, 300 plus ang lumabas. Kaya lang, lumabas sila sabay-sabay. Kaya bagsak ang fixed income, bagsak ang stock market, akyat na lumipad ang exchange rate because it all happened in just a few
short
days.
period. I see.
But the truth is, the 1.1 billion dollars
It's
are
still
still in
there.
the Philippines,
I
no?
see.
So the
Kaya hindi tayo naging 1,000 pesos ulit ang
Yes,
PSEI.
yes,
No?
yes.
Maybe at this point, we can answer some questions that you've sent to us via 0917-853-7333. So, from Faith Dalman of Leyte. Oh, ito na, nainganyo nyo na, sir. Ayan. How to start investing in the stock market? What are the requirements and where should I go? Maybe, Sir Joseph, I think that's for you.
Yes, investing in the stock market is just simply parang nag-open ka lang ng bank account, ano? So, merong mga requirements that you have to fill up this customer account information form, and then you have to submit copies of your ID. And then you have to fund your account, and
Dapat
there
may
you go,
pera
you
ka,
can already invest in stock market. But it's not that very simple, ano? You have to commit yourself into that particular investment because you have to understand kung ano yung pinapasukan mo.
Yes,
So
exactly.
before you putting up your money in the stock market, you should invest in your knowledge first.
Correct.
So kailangan intindihin mo ba ano ba yung talagang galaw ng stock market. Kung ikaw ay isang ordinaryong citizen, dati-rate kapag ikaw nagda-drive ka, ang pinapakinggan mo mga FM stations, mga chismis sa mga showbiz. Ngayon, pakinggan mo na siguro mga AM stations kung ano nangyayari sa bansa natin. Dati, binabasa mo kung ano yung mga showbiz na mga magazines now. Start reading newspapers. Be aware.
I get a business world,
Be aware, yes.
newspaper,
Kung ano yung mga
look
nangyayari.
at something more financial, no?
Exactly.
Kesa
Ano?
sa yung
So,
before.
intindihin mo na muna. And then, now, kapag kayo naintindihan mo na you already have the confidence for you to dive into the stock market, talk to a broker like Philstocks, and then start investing in the stock market. But it entails a commitment from one person for you to be involved in the stock market. But believe me, when you understand kung ano talaga yung nangyayari sa loob ng stock market, and you know how you're going to manage your funds na, so mas malaki na yung chance na mag-grow yung pera mo sa stock market.
So,
if I may
yes,
add,
sir,
no,
please.
yung risk that you face when you invest in stocks or in any other asset, no, the level of risk is actually equivalent to the amount of ignorance.
Okay, tama.
So,
Kung wala kang alam,
talagang risky, bulag ka na
Yes.
naglalakad, hindi mo alam kung mababangga ka o hindi. But if you know exactly kung may flashlight ka or with knowledge of the stock market, it's not as risky. It's only risky when you do not understand it. And hindi lang business world because I think very limited din ang circulation. No?
Yes.
Actually, any newspaper will have a business section.
Yes.
Ang suggestion namin dyan is, you read the business section. Believe me, in the first 2 weeks, you will not understand everything. But as you continue to read, the more that you will understand. And those terms that you cannot understand, pwede mo i-google yun eh.
Oh, pwede mo tanungin sa Colayco Foundation, di ba?
Yes. Pwede mo itanong sa bankero mo.
Yes.
And slowly, you will understand, you will gain the knowledge, and as you gain the knowledge, the risk also
Goes down.
declines.
Yes. That's a very good point, Sir Rey, no? Na, kasi that's what we see, no? A lot of people are panicking because they don't really fully, sa totoo lang, understand. So if you're somebody who's panicking, then it's probably because you don't fully understand it or you don't have a strategy.
Yes.
You don't know you're there but you don't really know what you're doing.
Yes, exactly.
So, kaya kailangan, gaya nga nasabi ni Sir Rey, kailangan matuto ka. The next question from 7155. How or where can we learn on reading or analyzing stock price movements in order to make money? Ako muna, sir, bago, kasi alam ko may sagot
Sure.
kayo dyan, Sir Joseph. Well, sa kami, sa Colayco Foundation, we provide the basic introduction into stock investing. No? It's a very fundamental course that really will help you identify whether direct stock investing is the best for you. Now, if you decide that you want to get into direct stock investing, saka kayo lilipat to people like Sir Joseph here that have.
Yes.
Meron kayo niyan, di ba,
Yes,
sir?
it's a good
Oo.
thing that Colayco Foundation is already doing that, because it gives us a lot of help In Philstocks or Accord Capital Equities Corp, it's also our advocacy to educate the market about stock market. Before they invest, we also offer free seminars for
You
basic
have, I
stock
think,
market
and
investing.
your analysis din, di ba, sir? May mga
Yes.
ganun din kayo.
Aside from that, like every Tuesday and Thursday, we offer it our basic stock investing seminar at our office. And after that, hindi ka naman namin kaagad iiwanan. So we also have to educate you regarding fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and from time to time, we gather people and then talk about what's going on in the market. So we make it a point to guide you all the way through hanggat ma-define mo na yung investment strategies mo, at ma-identify mo na yung mga risk mitigants mo. So it becomes a partnership between a broker and the investor na for us to grow together. Well, there is a risk.
There's always
Everything.
a risk.
There will be always a risk. But you can mitigate the risk kung pag-aaralan mo lang talaga tulad ng sinabi ni Sir Ray kanina.
And if I may add also, kung i-check nyo yung website ng Philstocks, I'm sure merong mga tutorials yan, may mga market study. The same thing with the First Metro.
You have economic updates,
yeah,
I think.
meron kami economic updates. Ang biruan nga sa opisina, parang mas marami pa kami publication sa ibang newspaper, no? Because we have publication on the economy, on the Philippine stock market.
And the global markets.
And I'm sure all other companies are involved in fixed income and the stock market have publications in their websites. So kung sino man yung favorite na company nyo, i-check nyo lang yung website nila. I'm sure there are materials there that you can access. And there will be phone numbers there that you can call if you have questions. Because ang greatest fear namin is that the ignorance or the lack of knowledge will lead our investors to pyramiding scams.
Yes.
Exactly.
Especially now that so much money is available in the system, maraming mga SDA deposits na nare-refuse na ngayon because the BSP itself, the Bangko Sentral, is trying to wind down the SDA
yan yung
avenue.
mga dating special deposit accounts. These are higher interest bearing accounts.
Yes, so hindi na
available.
Hindi na available, hindi na naro-roll over ng mga bangko nyo yan. So ang fear namin is that with all of this money now in the possession of the investors, saan nila ngayon ito ilalagay? And there's always the possibility that somebody will offer to you 10% or double your money in 1 year.
Ay, nako, wag na kayo pumunta doon.
Yun ang risk na nakikita namin. And we hope that the BSP and the SEC will work also together, and I think they are doing that, to ensure na there's enough information na para maiwasan din ng mga investors yung mga pyramiding scams. And may kasabihan dyan, alam ko, gasgas na. If it's too good to be true, it's not true.
Not true.
So if there are offers to you that are about, all these different investments and you're not quite sure, or even if you are sure but you just want to make doubly sure whether they're legitimate or not, you can always just contact Colayco Foundation. I mean, our website, our Facebook, tawagan nyo kami. We maintain a list of scams that have been identified by the BSP and the SEC, as well as lists of those that are reported to us that are suspicious. Hindi pa confirmed pero suspicious. Yun. So, kailangan muna magtanong. Huwag po mag-invest lang dahil sinabi ng kapatid o kamag-anak. Ayan. So, from cell phone number ending in 6572, for new investors, what's the minimum amount for investments? Nako, paano kaya? Sinong sasagot yan? Sige, Sir Ray.
Okay, for corporate bonds, normally, yung government itself, naglabas sila a long time ago ng retail treasury bonds.
They haven't done in recently, no? Parang
There's
wala pa.
one coming in August.
Okay.
I think the pricing is July 30. It has been announced already. And the issue date is sometime in August. I think August 15. So, kung meron kayong naitabi dyan para sa retail treasury bond, itabi nyo na kasi malapit na po yan. Ang minimum dito is only 5,000 pesos.
Per bond.
Per investor, per bond, no?
Per bond.
Iba naman yung mga corporate bonds, normally ang minimum niyan is about 50,000 pesos. But there are some, I think, na 10,000. Call kasi yan ng issuer.
Okay.
But generally, 50,000 pesos ang minimum niyan. Okay, nabalik ako sa RTB na 5,000 pesos. Sa tagal-tagal na namin humahawak ng RTB, maniwala ka, wala nag-invest ng 5,000 pesos. It's more than that.
Yeah.
And then, yung mga mutual fund naman, like in our case, yung First Metro Mutual Funds, ang minimum din nun is 5,000 pesos. So, for as low as 5,000 pesos, these investments are already available.
So, hindi pala tayo nagkakaiba. Because for as low as 5,000 pesos, you can also invest as a beginner in the stock market. So, parang kasi tinuturo natin yung start small, no? Start small, learn the tricks and trade, of the stock market until you get the hang of it, and that's where you're going to grow your investment fund. So, for 5,000, you can already start with that.
Ang key dyan, afford mo yung minimum. Pero kung gusto mo talaga yumaman, magbago yung buhay mo, it has to go beyond the minimum. So if you just stick to the minimum, wala. You only also get minimum returns.
And
right?
I think ang maganda sa stock market, meron, bawat IPO ng stocks, merong isang portion na 10% of the total issue na nakatabi para sa small investors. So, at least yun, nakatabi talaga yun for small investors. That is something na wala sa fixed income kasi.
If I may ask lang, just to add on to that question, what is more, like what kind of investor profile is more appropriate for fixed income and then for stocks siguro?
Well, as we were talking during the break, you have to have a diversified investment portfolio. You just don't put all your money in one investment instrument. Like say for example, in a bank, let's say if you put your money all in savings, then
you get 30
time
centavos.
deposit probably earn like
30
1 point
centavos
something
per
pesos.
peso.
Yeah. So and then the inflation rate is around 3%, 3.5%. So kinain na ng inflation rate yung yung savings interest mo. But I'm not saying that you don't have to park your money in savings. It's okay for you to have the cash, But probably let's say you have 100,000 peso amount of money. Probably 40% or 30% you put it in cash or in savings. Another 30% probably you put it in fixed income. And the last portion would be in equities market. And that way, let's say if you have a savings or time deposit account that earns only 1 point something, up in annually, then you have this fixed income instrument that gives you like a return of how much is right now the return?
3 to 5%.
3 to 5%. So ayun na. And then with the inflation rate of like 3.5%, so na-cover niya na yung loss ng money mo.
So that's basic. It has to beat inflation.
So
yung pinakaunang
rule. And then sasamahan mo ngayon ng let's say sa equities market, wherein in stock market, ito sabihin na natin yung pinakamataas at pinakamababa sa stock market na pwedeng i-earn in just one day. In stocks, there's a possibility for you to earn up to 50% in just one day of your investment. Pwede rin siya bumaba ng 50% also in one day.
So, kailangan kaya ng puso mo yun.
So, kailangan, ikaw, matatag yung puso mo, baka magsisave ka na. So, those things, you have to understand. Are you going to be a long-term investor in the stock market? Or you're going to parang time the market? Meaning, gusto mo mag-earn doon sa tinatawag na capital gains. Kapag bumaba yung presyo, bili ka.
Yung buy
and then
low,
kapag
sell
tumaas,
high.
benta ka ngayon.
Okay.
Buy low, sell high. So, ganun. Or, you're going to invest your money on the long term. Park your money in one very stable company. Maganda yung growth, maganda yung dividend payouts, then yung pera mo, and then you grow with the company. So, it depends on your investment strategy.
Before we learn more about what the investor profile is if you're going to go more on fixed income, we have a short break, so keep sending your questions to 0917-853-7333, and we will be back at Pisobilities here in the Business Portal.
Di ko sinasabi sa'yo na magkakakotse ka next year o magkakakondo ka next year. Di ko sinasabing magkaka-house and lot ka na may swimming pool at sariling bakuran o magiging manager ka ng sarili mong fast food restaurant. Di ko sinasabing makakapag-European tour kayo ni Mrs. next month o mapapag-aral si Bunso sa UP at si Kuya sa Ateneo sa susunod na pasukan. Di ko sinasabi ang lahat ng ito para bulahin ka na maraming pwedeng mangyari sa buhay mo bukod sa kung ano ang meron ka ngayon. Ang sinasabi ko lang, walang mangyayari kung manonood ka lang. Tawag ka o text mo kami o i-click mo ito www.kskcoop.com. Sabi ko sa'yo, posible ang mga ito.